We're down to single-digit games left in the Premier League, so if we're going to win this money, we got to do it now. Let's go, guys. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Jason, of course, with Winning Bets. Thanks for hanging out with me on this episode. This is one of the free games that we play, and it's over on the NBC Sports Predictor app, where we can win $50,000. All you got to do is correctly predict 5 Premier League games. You got to get them the correct result and score for all 5 games. Hey, if you can't do that, you can still win a guaranteed $1,000 prize if you get the most points. 4 points right for the result and 10 points right for the correct score. All season long, I've also been giving away $25 each and every single week to the winner of the Winning Bets League. Whoever has the most points each match day has been getting my $25. All you got to do is join the league and have the most points to win that money. If you need that league information, you can go ahead and grab it in this video description. Let's take a look and see who won last week. We had a 3-way tie with 28 points. So, of course, whenever we have a 3-way tie, we roll that money over into last week. Well, that's what we did last time. So that means this week, match week number 30 is worth $75. Wow, we got a nice little prize for somebody if they can go ahead and be the sole winner of match week 30. We all start off with 0 points this week, so it could be yours. Good luck. All right, but we all want $50,000. It's nice to take my $25, but we're all here for $50,000, so let's just jump into these 5 games. The first game we got here is Everton versus Newcastle. Look, this one's going to be interesting. I mean, what is Everton doing? Like, are we going to get going? Or are we going to get up out of relegation? I know they've got some game in hands, which can make them feel a little bit better in terms of, really getting up out of there. They're, right above it right now, so they're not in relegation. But, man, they got to get going right now. I don't know what's going on with that club. They're an absolute mess. I think everybody would agree Newcastle, was certainly in better form. Newcastle, since their managerial change, and I said it however many weeks ago it was when they made that change, Eddie Howe is just a really good manager. There was a time period, back in the day when I wanted Manchester United to sign Eddie Howe. Like what he's doing. No surprise that Newcastle is now comfortably safe. You're seeing it with their football. They're, getting forward. They're comfortable in their defense. Just a good, exciting team. I expect goals in this game. I don't know quite sure who's going to win this game. I mean, Everton has offensive power, right? They've got Richarlison. They've got Calvert-Lewin. They've got some nice, midfield pieces obviously tucked in behind them. And Newcastle also has nice offensive firepower. It's not the great defenses, obviously, on either side, and certainly not for Everton. That's why they're in a relegation battle. But this one feels like it's going to have goals. This one feels like both teams going to score. I struggle to pick a winner. If I had to lean, I would, of course, lean with Newcastle. But at some point, Everton's going to wake up, and that's what would make me a little bit nervous. And if you're going to wake up, why not wake up at Goodison Park? I don't think they're going to quite get the 3 points, but I will give them 1 point. I got this one at a draw. I think this one will be a 2-2 draw between Everton and Newcastle. Next game here is Wolves versus Leeds. I'm going to keep riding the Wolves bandwagon. Look, 2 straight weeks on my daily sports betting show, we've gotten cashes with Wolves. We did their team total up against Watford midweek last week, and then this past weekend we correctly predicted a clean sheet and the double chance. So Wolves has been really good to us. I'm going to continue riding Wolves and at the same time fading a Leeds team that just isn't that good and is now in a relegation fight. You're going to go to the Molyneux and try and get goals past this Wolves team where they have just been stinging all season. We've kind of talked about how they've been low scoring their games and obviously them in general as well. But boy, do they seem to really feast on these bottom feeder teams this season, do really well. You saw it most recently there with Watford last week on the midweek getting, 4 goals, I believe it was, past Watford. Now, Leeds isn't quite as bad. They've been hit with injuries, so they're decimated a little bit, but I don't think they're as bad. I think they've certainly got more firepower than a Watford team, but on the defense, I'm not quite sure what they've got in terms of, comparing them to that Watford team, because Watford was with Roy Hodgins, and he's pretty good defensively. But yeah, get back to it though. I'm going to continue riding Wolves and fading Leeds, and in doing that, I think Wolves can keep a clean sheet. That defense is super, super impressive. Leeds obviously isn't firing on all cylinders. That's why they're in a relegation scrap. So give me a clean sheet at the Molyneux. I've got the Wolves winning this game 2-0. 2-0 win for Wolves. All right, the next one here is Aston Villa versus Arsenal. And boy, I would really like to watch Arsenal's performance a little bit later on this afternoon against Liverpool, but I'm obviously doing the recording before that, so I won't have that to kind of see how that game unfolds. This one, boy, you talk about 2 really good defenses, right? I mean, look at the clean sheets that Aston Villa has been able to get over the last few match days, and Arsenal's just been doing really good. They're scoring goals, and they're keeping clean sheets as well. So 2 good goalkeepers in Martinez and Ramsdale, 2 really good, flatline defensive back fours there in both of these clubs. So I think this one's going to be a struggle to find goals, and that may be a little bit surprising you guys to hear that because, Villa's been doing really good scoring goals and obviously being led by Coutinho, and Arsenal's doing really good in scoring goals, and they can kind of get it from anybody, whether it's, a Saka, Smith Rowe, or a Lacazette. Obviously, they've been doing really good. I think since they ditched the Bungyang, which was obviously the right call, boy, Arsenal's had a real, nice continued on that uptick and really doing a trajectory to the top 4. But I'm going to lean on the defenses here. You're going to get Arsenal come in potentially a little tired. Again, we don't quite know what's going to happen with Liverpool. They could come in with a ton of confidence if they can actually, pull off a shocker and actually beat Liverpool. Not quite sure that's going to happen. I think this one's going to be a little boring, folks. I'm going 0-0 draw. I'm going to go 0-0 draw. Just love these defenses. I think, potentially Arsenal will come in off a loss, or maybe they do get a draw against Liverpool, but they're going to want to just grind out a result here and just keep their top 4 hopes alive. It's going to be tough for them on the road, so that's why I think it'll be setting up for just a defensive match here, despite the offensive firepowers on these teams. I'm going 0-0 draw. 0-0. Next one here is going to be Tottenham versus West Ham, another game where both these teams will come in a little tired. Tottenham will have that extra day of rest. They play on Wednesday versus Brighton, where West Ham plays Thursday versus Sevilla. That's going to take a lot of their attention. I've kind of talked about that. Was it either on this episode last week or between the posts with Matt that at some point West Ham's going to focus on that Europa League? It's obviously going to take all their attention on Thursday night because they've got to get past Sevilla and they're in a deficit right now. They've got to overcome that deficit to progress to the next round. I think they're going to throw everything at that Sevilla game because realistically they're not making the top 4. They could remake Europa League and make the top 5 or top 6, but I think they're a touch out of the top 4. Gosh, I really think they want to win that Europa League. I mean, look at the teams that are left in Europa League. They got to think if they get past Sevilla, a very tough defensive club, they got to say, okay, it's pretty much us and Barcelona. And I think West Ham's going to just give it an absolute go against Sevilla, knowing that they'll be one of the favorites left in Europa League. So I think that'll lean towards more of a low-scoring game. West Ham's obviously already really good defensively. I think that'll stymie Tottenham's good offense, just how good West Ham is defensively. And then I'm expecting them to just not be as good coming off a tough Thursday night match. I've got this one also being a draw, but both teams will find the back of the net. Give me a 1-1 draw between Tottenham and West Ham. Last game here is between Leicester and Brentford. This one I think is going to have some goals. Obviously, Leicester didn't score last time out against Arsenal, but Arsenal's got a really good defense, and Arsenal's just been playing, quite frankly, well. Look for Leicester to get back to what we've been catching on my daily sports betting show. Both teams to score and over 2.5. I see that happening in this fixture right here. I lean Leicester's going to go ahead and get the win just because it is at the King Power Stadium. I think the Foxes will be able to pull one out. Brentford hasn't been strong on the road this entire campaign. They've been grinding results, keeping things relatively low scoring, but they haven't been getting, the wins and the draws at a regular clip on the road. So I like Leicester to get the win here. I like both teams to score. I do like over 2.5 in this game. I've got it at a 2-1 win for Leicester, so 2-1 for me. All right, so that's how we'll do it this week on the NBC Sports Predictor app. Hey guys, if you want any real sports bets this week in the Premier League, every Thursday, Matt and I get on a show called Between the Posts here on my YouTube channel. We'll break down all the games this coming weekend on the Premier League action, give you leans and bets for all the games this weekend. So if you're interested in placing a real sports bets, go ahead and check out that episode of Between the Posts. Whenever it is live, it'll be linked here at the end of this video when that one does go live on the channel here sometime Thursday. Otherwise, guys, if you just want to play this game alongside with me, take my $25 and compete for $50,000. I'm glad to do it with you guys. Love soccer, love the Premier League, and love talking the game with you guys. All right, enjoy your day, and we'll see you back here on the next contest. That was a lot of fun. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and good luck with your picks. If interested in placing real sports bets, then check out my latest daily free sports betting video in the bottom right corner. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next contest.